There is a truth very few people talk about after the age of 60. It's not that our heart becomes weak because we move less, but because we forget how to breathe properly. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this video, chances are you've heard a doctor say before, just do light exercise. But what does light really mean? And how do we move our bodies without making the heart more tired? Today, I want to share something very simple with you, yet something that can completely change how our heart works. That is learning how to breathe properly while swimming, especially for those of us who have passed the age of 60. Before we go any deeper, I'd really like to know, have you ever swum before? And when you get into the water, do you feel relaxed or anxious? Please leave a 1 in the comments below. I read every single one. When we pass the age of 60, our bodies no longer respond as quickly as they once did. The heart rate is less flexible, the lungs don't expand as easily, and even a small amount of effort can leave us short of breath. This is not because we are weak, but because the body is changing in a very natural way. Many people at this age choose to avoid physical activity because they're afraid of getting tired, dizzy, or feeling their heart race. But in reality, what weakens the heart the fastest is fear, the fear that makes us stop moving altogether. And among all forms of exercise, swimming is one of the rare activities that is gentle, safe, and therapeutic for the heart, if we know how to breathe correctly. Water has a very special quality. When the body is immersed in water, the natural pressure helps blood circulate more evenly, reducing the workload on the heart. Many cardiovascular studies in the United States show that at the same level of exertion, heart rate during swimming is often more stable than during brisk walking on land. But this only happens when our breathing is not disrupted. The biggest issue for people over 60 when swimming isn't the arms or the legs, it's the breath. Many people carry old habits with them, holding their breath when exerting effort, breathing rapidly when anxious, or inhaling too deeply as if they're trying to get enough oxygen. Ironically, these habits make the heart work harder. At this age, the heart doesn't like sudden shocks. It prefers steady rhythms, gentle repetition, and especially long, slow, controlled breaths. And swimming, when done with proper breathing, becomes a lesson that teaches the heart how to return to its natural rhythm. Before talking about breathing while swimming, I always encourage older adults to start on land. Because breathing reflects the state of the mind. If we enter the pool feeling anxious, the heart knows immediately. Stand by the pool, or even at home. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Inhale through your nose for about 3 seconds, no need to go deep. Then exhale through your mouth, slowly, for 5 to 6 seconds, like a gentle sigh of relief. Repeat this a few times. You'll notice your heart rate beginning to slow, your shoulders relaxing, and your mind becoming calmer. This isn't just a feeling. Physiologically, when we exhale longer than we inhale, the parasympathetic nervous system is activated. This is the body's rest mode, where the heart is allowed to beat slower and more steadily. For people over 60, this is extremely important. Once you become familiar with this breathing rhythm, getting into the water feels much more natural. And here is the most important principle I want you to remember. When swimming, breathe out underwater and inhale when you turn your head up. Never hold your breath. It sounds simple, but this is the key point. Many older adults unconsciously hold their breath when pulling with their arms or kicking their legs. This increases pressure in the chest, making it harder for the heart to pump blood. For an aging heart, that's an unnecessary burden. Instead, practice gently exhaling through your mouth while your face is in the water. No need to blow hard or rush. Just let the breath flow out evenly, like breathing during meditation. When you turn your head to take air, inhale quickly but softly, just enough. Don't try to inhale deeply because at this age, the lungs are no longer as elastic as before. Many swimming coaches who work with older adults in the US emphasize one principle. The exhale should last about twice as long as the inhale. This not only helps control breathing, but also helps the heart maintain a stable rhythm throughout the swim. If you're listening up to this point and feel that this is truly new information, please leave a comment saying, "Okay," right now. Just one word, so I know you're with me at the most important part of this video. One more thing I want to emphasize. Swimming for heart health is not about swimming fast, and it's not about swimming long. For people over 60, slow swimming with proper breathing is far more valuable than forcing yourself to swim a few extra laps. When you feel tired, please don't push yourself. Hold on to the edge of the pool, stand upright in the water, and return to the breathing rhythm you practiced on land. Inhale gently, exhale long and slow. Just 1 or 2 minutes like this, and your heart rate will naturally adjust. This is not weakness. It's the wisdom of a body that has lived and learned. I've met many people over 60 who told me they were afraid of swimming because they felt short of breath. But after learning how to breathe properly, they not only swam longer, they felt their heart was more comfortable for the rest of the day. Some even shared that they slept more deeply at night, their blood pressure became more stable, and their anxiety noticeably decreased. Science calls this the combination of rhythmic movement and controlled breathing, a form of moving meditation. For older adults, this is a priceless gift. It doesn't require speed or strength, only the ability to listen to your body. Sadly, very few people are taught this. We're often encouraged to exercise to get stronger, but rarely told how to exercise in a way that protects the heart. And at this age, the answer lies more in the breath than in the muscles. If you remember just one thing after this video, remember this. Every slow exhale underwater is a moment of rest for your heart. And every gentle inhale is a reminder that you are still alive, still moving, but in a kinder, more peaceful way. As we grow older, strength no longer lies in moving faster, but in slowing our breath, so the heart can keep pace with us. Ladies and gentlemen, swimming is not about proving that we're still young. Swimming, with proper breathing, is a way of accepting aging intelligently and compassionately. The heart after 60 doesn't need to be pushed. It only needs to be guided with steady, safe breathing. If this video has given you a new perspective or helped you feel more at ease about physical activity, I truly hope you'll subscribe to the channel Vital Health Hub. Here, we share small things that make a big difference in adult health. Thank you for spending your time with me. Take care of your heart, starting with a single, proper breath.